Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the match reaction. Crystal Palace 0, Everton 0. Before we begin, this video was sponsored by the OneFootball app. OneFootball's app lets you keep up to date with all the scores, transfer rumours and stats all in the one place. The app is free. Download it by clicking the link in the description. Yeah, Palace 0, Everton 0. A frustrating afternoon really for Everton. Controlled the game, controlled most of the game without really having a cutting edge. You know, we've ended up with 22 attempts at goal, but 3 on target, and that's kind of told you the story of the game today. Marco Silva kept the team that started last week against Manchester United. Richarlison passing a late fitness test. And Everton were quickly in control of the game. You know, Crystal Palace have got the threat of Zaha, and obviously Benteke is a as a unit up front. He's an aerial, threat and everything like that. But they didn't really cause Everton too much problems. At the other end, we were bright in terms of doing things outside the box, but nothing really came off for us inside the penalty area. The wrong choice of pass or players, hitting the ball out when under no pressure. Bernard done it a couple of times in the first half. Seamus Coleman, one at the end when he had 4 men to aim for and he hit it into the side netting. And it was that kind of day today. Played in blustery conditions. The ball was moving all over the place. And that probably suited Palace more than it suited Everton. Obviously Bernard hit the post in the second half, and then Luca Dean's cross deflected against the other post and stayed out. And sometimes they go for you, they don't really seem to go for Everton, but other teams seem to benefit from that kind of luck that you need in them kind of games to break the deadlock. And it's a frustrating afternoon because when you control a game the way Everton did, we finished with 64% possession and, like I say, 22 attempts at goal, but only 3 on target. Palace had 8 attempts at goal, none on target. You look at that and think it's 2 points dropped. You've got to. And in a position we were in, if we wanted to get in to the 7th spot and get the Europa League, we had to win today. And we haven't done that. And Wolves have gone and won at Watford. So they're firmly in the box seat. They've got Fulham at home next week. And although Fulham have won today again, you'd expect Wolves to beat them next week. So it looks like 7th and a possible Europa League exertion next season has gone now for this season. And you know what, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. It'll give Marco Silva a full pre-season without having to worry about the Europa League games. Get this team finely tuned, ready to perform much stronger next season in the Premier League, and to make sure we get into European places without having to worry about what other teams are doing. Ultimately we haven't taken our chances, and last time in London against Fulham we didn't play well at all, but we had chances and didn't score then. We haven't scored today, although we played better. And a centre forward for me is an absolute must in the summer. But Don done well today. Other 2 opportunities early on he probably should have done better with. His hold-up play was quite good. He's just not in the right areas enough for me at the moment, and that's something he needs to work on. Obviously, Cenk Tosun replaced him late on and almost scored an absolutely brilliant back heel, but for a good save from the goalkeeper. But other than that, it was few and far between, really. And that, kind of a frustrating afternoon. So there you go. That's my thoughts. Bit of a disappointing game. We dropped 2 points, 0-0. Another clean sheet though, which is a positive, and we go on to Burnley at home next Friday. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you want more videos, get over to Patreon. Check out Peds Instant Match Reaction as well. See you later.